Okay, it's July 16th, and even though it feels like 100 degrees outside, sun went behind the clouds, so I thought it'd be a good time to come out here, do a garden update, and it's just very pretty. My zinnias, my canary zinnias finally bloomed. The scarlet kale doing perfect here. As you can see, the lettuce now is beginning to bolt. It's been super hot, super dry for, gosh, nearly a month. The cabbage, you can tell it's gotten burnt, but you know, some still decent. I've been making kimchi. The beets are actually starting to get beety. Surprisingly enough, see, there we go. And of course, we've got the red okra. I've been harvesting that. But this amaranth, I got Queen Thai basil last year, and apparently in the Queen Thai basil, I had one little amaranth plant that came up, and I let it go, and now I've got this red amaranth that has come up everywhere. There's even some little teeny tiny ones near the kale, but these are much larger. They're every bit as well, I'd say these are 5 foot right now, and I've got some that are like 4 foot. And so yeah, they're much larger, but what's nice is these leaves. You can stir fry those. You can also, they're like spinach, so use them like you even would with spinach. Actually, they're supposed to be related to spinach, but the flower heads have not started yet. This one, I don't know if you can see it, it's just starting, and they'll have those big old long flower heads, and then we will collect probably later in the summer some amaranth seeds, so we'll get into that then. And it looks like all of this volunteer now, you can see, is going to be canary melons. We've got some over there, I think, that are starting to turn. And the tomatoes, these are the atomic tomatoes. And I don't have any of the tomato plants tied up at all. Everything is just like a disastrous mess. But let's prop this up. And you can see they're just starting to turn, but these are going to be all different colors. I call them the little psychedelic tomatoes. And over here are all kinds of tomatoes, and they're all over the ground, but I've been harvesting them. So I'll show you what I'm doing there. Okay, and as promised before, I'm out here in the bigger part. This is one patch of, let's see, this looks like it's going to be the long squash. Okay, that's interesting. And over here, I believe we have the watermelon. But you can see a little bit of yellowing. I mean, it has been blue blazing hot and dry. And then out here, wanting to think, these are the pumpkins. Pretty sure these are the pumpkins, but I'm not seeing just really any signs of any fruit left from the flowers. So let's see what those do. And over here is another big patch. And I'm wanting to say that this, it's hard to say, is going to be more of that really long butternut squash. I could be totally wrong. This could be pumpkins. Like I say, I don't know until, no, this looks like it very well could be pumpkins because see, there we go. So we'll just have to see how this goes. Got some more just starting to come on the vine there. Okay, like I said, I've been harvesting tomatoes. I pull them when they're green and I can tell they're just starting to turn. I'll put them in a bucket, and just within a couple of days they start ripening up. As you can see, I've got some here on the shelf, the bell peppers, the red okra. And the one thing with red okra, when you cook it, you know, don't be distraught because it does turn back to a green color. Got some pretty white hibiscus out here, just starting to bloom. Okay, now we're over to my potted plants. I kept my basic herbs I was using this year in potted plants. But you know, here's the purslane, and I've got the sage down in there, and I had also planted echinacea in there. And it's in the same pot as my fig tree, which mysteriously came back alive, and it is starting to produce figs. So that's great because this is my really first full season of the fig tree. And of course, here is the dragon's head, which I turn into tea. And here is, hey kittens, the Queen Thai basil, which smells amazing. So I'll get out here and start clipping some of that so I can get it dry and use it. Here's all the mint. I still have so much harvested from last year. I've just really not messed with it. This year I come out and pick some for the chin and the rabbit. They really like it, but right now, as you can see, it's all flowering. So next video will probably be on my building projects. So see you then.